Hello everyone, Iffy MMA here, and today we are going down to GB Top Team to see the one and only Ashleigh Grimshaw in preparation for Quatro Linhas. This is going to be a fun day.
Ashleigh Grimshaw is a UK MMA pioneer and is soon competing on Quatro Linhas, the UK's newest grappling show. Hailing from a family of footballers, Ashleigh didn't take to the sport, and instead he began training judo at the age of 7, and he was inspired by watching many UFC fights. As his skill set grew and his ambitions rose, Ashleigh decided to make a professional career out of mixed martial arts. In his career as a mixed martial artist, Ashleigh amassed 20 wins, of which 14 were by finish. Eager to take the stage once again in a grappling setting, Ashleigh invited me down to train with him, and believe me when I say, it was incredible. As Ashleigh continued to train, we got a word in with head coach and UFC veteran Brad Pickett, who has fights against fighters such as Chito Vera and Uriah Faber and has wins over the likes of Mighty Mouse. And here is what he had to say.
Here we are with Brad Pickett, head coach at GB Top Team. What do you think of Ashleigh in terms of a person in general as well as a fellow head coach here?
I can't say that. For me, I've known Ashleigh for years. I'm trying to think how long it's been, but yeah, 15, 16, maybe close to 20 years. You know, long time. Been a training partner for a long time as well. Been a friend, and now we're coaching the next generation together. So, like, yeah, we've had a long history together.
Okay, and what do you think he's going to perform like on Quatro Linhas on March 16th?
For me, it's like, this is what he does. It's like, I still train him where I can. This guy can just like, cardio he runs away from, but he could go on the mat at any point, at any time, and he kind of weirdly admits that he doesn't get tired. You know, he is has a good engine for jiu-jitsu. You know, he's very efficient with his technique, as you expect from a many-year black belt. You know, so for me, it's exciting. He hasn't competed for a little bit as well. It'd be good to see him get back in there, you know, and on the show.
Alright, and as a newly minted black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, which congratulations on, how would you rate his grappling on a scale of 1 to 10 if you had to rate him?
For me, it's like, there's different types of grappling. Like, for me, I class Ashleigh as a very high-level competitor in a no-gi environment in MMA. He's very, very good. As gi, I have no idea. He ain't seen him wear the pajamas for a long time himself. So, like, as a gi, I do not know, but I know as MMA and no-gi grappling is high level.
Okay, perfect. Well, are you looking forward to March 16th to see him compete?
100%.
There we go.
It'll be a good show.
Perfect, thank you.
As the session came to a close, we sat down with Ashleigh and we had a talk about a lot of things.
We are live. Hey everyone, so I'm here with Ashleigh Grimshaw, who's competing on March 16th against Alexandre Isidro. How's preparation going against Alexandre Isidro for this match?
I think you just witnessed it.
Yeah, true.
It was pretty violent,
yeah.
And savage, and all the MMA guys taking it out on the number one coach, making sure they're giving me hard work. It's all for my own good, apparently. So no, preparation's going great.
Yeah, no, I saw it was an absolutely incredible session, like intense work rate, and it was great to watch, and it was great to be a part of it. You've obviously competed at the highest levels in terms of jiu-jitsu, judo, and MMA. How do you compare your preparation and your attitude towards each discipline?
It's going to sound bad. MMA is the only serious sport out of those ones. MMA is the only one where you're going to suffer blunt force trauma. You could get cleaned out, and just all the submissions are still there as well.
Yeah.
Not that I'm taking anything away from jiu-jitsu, it's just not as serious as MMA. I still train hard for it, but I'm not that worried.
Understood. And obviously, you're one of the head coaches here at GB Top Team, and you're as a head coach, you're bringing extraordinary guidance to some of the hottest prospects in the game at the moment. How do you manage to balance out self-improvement and training in addition to being a guiding light for the younger generation?
I'm going to say...
No offense.
No. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I am the older generation. No, my coaching style is a little bit different from most coaches. We find most coaches are lazy. They don't want to go live. When Nath asked me to train, that means we're going to spar 8 5-minute rounds, me and him back to back. Same with Lonnie. Same with any of the fighters. When they come to me and say, "Oh, coach, can you help me?" I'm like, "Let me know when you got an hour. We'll just spar for an hour."
Okay.
And then I'll pick apart their game as they go, see their improvements, see what they do, and like sometimes they show me stuff. I'm like, "Oh, I'll add that. I give that to Nathaniel. I'll give that to Lonnie. I'll give that to Mike."
Okay.
So it's more of a, I'll go with them, get a good feel for it, than just watching, because it's not the same.
Okay. And to those who are unfamiliar with grappling, what's a brief summary of your style and what can people expect to see on March 16th?
What can people expect to see? Just me losing loads of positions trying to win every submission. I'm not going to pretend. I'm just going to throw up as many subs as I can. Fingers crossed I catch one. And go home early. That's the whole game plan in one.
I talked to Brad earlier, and he talked about his relationship with you, and obviously you've been a head coach down at GB Top Team for a number of years now. In your time here, has there been anything, or have you met anyone that's kind of changed your perspective on combat sports, preparation for bouts, and training in general?
Do you know what? I've been lucky enough that I've trained around the world and have some of the best coaches give me information, as you have Conan Silveira from American Top Team, Mike Brown from American Top Team. Even when I trained at Alpha Male, you had Jariah Faber, Dwayne Ludwig. Yeah. I've seen how they run programs, and those guys are winning. So if those guys are winning, I do what they do.
Okay.
You'll see some people will be like, drill loads, don't go live. I think that's bullshit.
Okay.
I don't think it's realistic. You have to spar. You have to get the feeling in. Not 100%.
Yeah.
But one thing I've learned is there's no better cardio than doing your sport. There's no better way of learning your sport than doing your sport. And that's just my opinion on it.
Okay. And whilst you were training at the highest level, because obviously you fought in Bellator, you fought at these high, esteemed organisations, and you have accolades a lot of us can only dream of. What would you say was the most challenging aspect of being that person, being at that level, and being one of the pioneers of this sport?
The hardest thing is, and it sounds silly, it's not even a fighting. It's the getting up every day and the grind. Because 10 o'clock I'm here, I have wrestling, I have sparring, I have jiu-jitsu. Then after that 10 o'clock session, I've got to go to work, do some PTs. Then I've got another session. Then hopefully I get a nap. Then I've got another session. You're training 2-3 times a day. That's the hardest part.
Okay.
If you can't dedicate for that, it's not for you.
Okay. About 4 more questions. I've got some nice ones.
No, cool.
Yeah. So you've recently been posting a lot of memes on your Instagram. You've made those memes yourself, and you referenced a bunch of your fellow fighters here at GB Top Team. Is that something that you've always done, or is that something that you've recently just decided, oh wow, this is something I can do?
No, it's something I've always done, and I just don't post.
It's like a group chat.
Yeah. And everyone's like, Ash, just put them as reels. And I was like, all right, man, maybe I will, and it's quite fun. My TikTok's the same. I just take the piss out of lazy fighters, other coaches who are trash. That is my pet peeve is trash coaches.
Yeah,
it really
like McDojo coaches.
No, not even McDojo coaches. Okay. Coaches that coach MMA. My worst thing is I'm an MMA striking coach. You're an MMA striking coach.
Then you're just a striking coach.
Since when, buddy? What do you actually excel in to be an MMA striking coach? How many fights you had? None. Were you even good at boxing, Thai boxing, kickboxing, taekwondo, something? All of a sudden, you get these guys come up and they've got this amazing technique they're going to show you. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And that is why most of them is named those trash coaches.
So you're a fan of Aikido then?
Love it.
What's your go-to meal after a training session?
Go-to meal after a training session? Katsu curry. Yeah.
Okay.
And I get prawns on the side as well. I love
the prawns. Yeah. You got that.
But that's my big meal for the whole day.
Oh,
okay. And then in the evening I have something light, like a steak or something.
Okay. What's your your cheat meal, like your forbidden fruit?
I don't do it.
Oh, you don't do it?
I don't do it.
Okay.
No, because I'm 43 now.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep a balanced diet throughout every day. Everything is smooth. I still train twice a day.
Okay.
I don't want to be a fat dad.
Fair.
You know, so I don't do that anymore.
Okay. Two more things. Is there anyone that you want to shout out that's helped you during the lead up to this bout?
All of the idiots in my gym. No, all of the guys I've trained with, all the kids I coach have helped me out. Even in my general classes, then I go in there and I'll spar in my general class every night, and they'll give me work. All the pro fighters, they give me work. There's 45 guys. I can't name them all. Even the girls, can't even name them all.
Yeah, true. And one more thing, we got a message from one of your good friends. So we got a question from one more person. Got a question from Nathaniel
So
Wood.
my question is who is Ash's second favourite black belt, obviously after me?
My second favourite black belt has got to be Mike Akindele. He was actually my first black belt I ever gave to.
Okay.
I trained Mike since he was, since he's a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, same with Dominic Wooding.
Yeah.
I trained Dom since he's like 15 years old. I trained Lonnie since he's 13 years old.
Yeah.
So I have...
You have history, yeah.
Yeah, with these, it's not just fighting with Dom, Mike.
It's almost like watching someone grow and mould into their best
Yeah,
form.
exactly.
Yeah.
But Mike was my first black belt and he's my favourite black belt. Sorry, Dave.
Alright, so on March 16th, Ashleigh Grimshaw is going to be going up against Alexandre Zidro. Tune in, buy your tickets, be there. Thank you so much and appreciate it. Thank you.